Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, hello again. It is great to see you back. This is the May tarot reading. What you have to look forward to in May, what's coming in for you in May, what you're healing in May for Human Design projectors. So if you're a projector and Human Design, this video is for you. What do we have for Human Design projectors in the month of May? What do you have to look forward to? Ooh, okay. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Okay, so what I'm seeing is there's just been something that's been fogging your vision, like blinding you. It's like there's a whole expanse around you and you're just not really seeing it. Okay, we'll put that there because that fell there, and then I'm going to get one more card. Let's see. What do projectors need to know about May? Okay. It feels like this month is very clearing for you all. It feels like there's a new beginning in store towards the end of the month, but it feels like the beginning of the month is just a look at your belief systems and maybe uncovering those belief systems that you've been operating from unconsciously that have kind of been running your life. And like you're really taking the blindfold off and choosing to look at those and to see like this vast ocean that's behind you of like the depth of your psyche. It feels like you all are in a waiting period too, and that you may be like, and maybe this is where the blindness is coming in. It's interesting because generally this card is depicted with her having a blindfold, but in this one she has sunglasses. So it's like you guys can see what's going on and you guys are aware of what's going on. You're aware of what's going on. But it's almost like there's just like, it's kind of dimmed. It's like not in your full awareness. I really want to know what this is. Like, how is this resonating with you? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what this is for you because it feels very foggy. It feels very like there's just like this haze around it. And it feels like there's some sort of like process of waiting. It's almost like you all are really in this period of like incubation, right? Of like just kind of things have maybe slowed down, or things just feel like, okay, maybe there's been some loss. There's been some letting go of things, and it's hard not to focus on like the loss of that, and it's hard to see the gain that's coming in through that. But it's like there's a lot of major arcana energy here. Like it's out of your hands, it's out of, excuse me, a lot of clearing for you all. It's out of your control, and just know that like it's all happening in divine timing. And while you're waiting for, you know, the things to come in, there's that needed period of regeneration, of rejuvenation, and of rest that you all are really realizing. And maybe this too, projectors, this is about you realizing how much rest you truly need and how much alone time you truly need to not take on the energy of others, and to really be in your power and rooted in your power. As you all are powerful guides, but you can't see clearly if you're fogged down or bogged down by everyone else's stuff. So it's like that's kind of a focus for you maybe the first half of May. And then like there's also something that happened that really felt rattling to you. This is on the bottom of the deck. That really felt like, I don't know how I'm going to make it out of this. This feels kind of like a rock bottom. This feels kind of like, but you have made it out, and you're starting to see that now, and starting to see too in hindsight like why that needed to happen and how that has led you to where you are now. And you're learning to trust your intuition. You're learning to speak up for yourself and stand in your power and like be the ruler of your communication and your thoughts, your beliefs, your thoughts that create your reality. You're beginning to realize like the world is literally at your fingertips when you speak what you want into existence, and when you focus on that instead of focusing on what you've lost or what's gone wrong or what hasn't been manifested yet, or the fact that you're, it's been such a long time. Well, like in retrospect, it really hasn't been that long of a time, right? How long is a year or two compared to like 100 or millions of years? Like nothing. It's just like a little speck. So just kind of having that higher perspective and that higher like eagle eye view that you all are so good at having, but it's like this needs to happen. Like you're really gifted at having that for other people. And where you struggle is having that for yourself. And so this is a lesson and an opportunity to cultivate that sense of this eagle eye view and this higher perspective for yourself and for your life situation. And to not get bogged down in like expectation or why hasn't this happened yet or blah, 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 blah. Like it's on the way. Just all that is needed is you to continue pursuing your creativity and your passions and your joy and what really brings that feeling of excitement for you, what brings that feeling of like, yes, I love to do this. I love to help people with this, like, and just keeping at that, and everything else will follow as long as you're aligned with that. Like I said, you all are really gaining a like heightened sense of intuition. It's interesting, this High Priestess card has like water rushing all around her, like waves. And whether you're an emotional or not, like you all have been going through kind of these emotional ups and downs, and what it's teaching you is how to clear out your energy and how to rest, or how to kind of take a step back when and not make those emotional waves or those emotional ups and downs mean anything about you or your life when they're happening, and to really just feel them out and see them out so that they clear out fully, and that you do like end that with a clearer being and with a clearer sense of direction and your intuition. And because of all this work you've been doing, because of this like stagnant period that's been occurring for you, things are going to start to move really quickly once you really just align with the correct utilization of your energy, which is to really only work when you want or when you feel like you have the energy for it, because you're not energy type, right? You aren't meant to like sustain long work hours or sustain like doing something for long periods of time. Like you're meant to have a lot of rest and a lot of breaks and a lot of downtime. And so you're learning that balance. And this is only going to like listening to your body is only going to propel you forward into this like new beginning in a really quick way. And the butterflies here, I feel like for you are representing transformation. Like you've been in this kind of, chrysalis state, and you're going to start to take off in May. I feel around the time, and this is what I've been feeling for almost everyone, is halfway through May, around the full moon, total lunar eclipse, in Scorpio, things are really going to start to just amp up after that time, and really like it's going to be like a rocket ship. Like it's really going to propel momentum forward and propel us all forward as a collective, and you're a part of that, projector, and you're really embarking on this new beginning this month because of everything that you've learned, because of the ways you've had to slow down and reassess. It is really helping you to make correct decisions. That was like way too many cards that just came out, but 10 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, like your happy ending is on the way, and just trust in the process and surrender to what is right now, because what is right now is getting you to where you're going and is bringing in everything you've been wanting to create. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna pull the Devil card for you because that feels aligned. It feels like there's just, I see. It feels like there might be a relationship that's causing a lot of turmoil for some of you. That's like you're gripping onto it and it's creating this stagnancy within you. Yeah, Hangman and the Devil. It's like you feel like you don't have a choice. But like, are the people you're around and spending time with really respecting you, really honoring you, really seeing you for the gifted individual that you are and really recognizing that in you? Or are they using you or taking advantage of you? And it's like you're not as bound to these things or these people or this situation as much as you may think that you are. It's really just about reframing your thoughts. Like, oh gosh, this is a perfect example. I was watching this show. last night, and it's one of my favorite shows, and it like ended and I forgot that it ended, and I went back and was watching it and was like, oh, I don't know if I've seen the last season, but I have. And I was like just reflecting on a lot of the characters and like, wow, this woman really thinks that this is like all that's possible for her. Is like, it was like a modern take on Cinderella. The show was Once Upon a Time. And it was like, she just is so used to living the way that she has been, like with her stepmom, like having control and like of her daughter and all these things like that, she couldn't see another way. And that's kind of like the situation that you're in, is like starting, like you need to start asking yourself, well, I don't want to say you need, but like it would be helpful to start asking yourself like, okay, what if my life looked different, what would I want it to look like? And how would I take action to create that change in my life? Like really seeing it as like, you're not bound, you're just kind of upside down. And all it takes is you to let yourself free, right? Let go of that situation, to focus on what you have to gain from the loss of that person or opportunity or whatever it may be for you, and choose to stand upright and see it from a different perspective. And like also realize like there's so many butterflies in your reading. Like even the Hangman is a butterfly. It's like, let yourself free, let yourself fly, like let yourself spread your wings. And that's what you are going to be realizing in May, if you haven't realized it yet, is how this person or this situation has been holding you back from your true power. Even this King of Swords has wings. It's funny what we miss when we're not looking for it, right? And that's a message for you too. Even the World, she has angel wings. You are truly gifted. Like, listen, if you found my content and you found me, you have a big life purpose. You have a big directive, and it's easy to get distracted when our directives and our purposes are really big. And I'm just going to let that be. Like, I'm just going to let it be messy. That could also be a message for you. Don't let yourself get distracted. Like, stay on track and don't spend so much time worrying about what you have lost or what could be lost that you miss out on life and you miss out on aligning with your true potential. So that being said, I'm going to pull, this was a powerful, strong message for you, Projector. Pull a resolution, oracle card. Rapture. Wow. This is quite a card. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. The child within, inner mother innocence, gentleness, tenderness. Treat yourself as you would a newborn baby. It's funny, when I look at this in the camera's lens, I see like a baby here. I'm curious to know what you see, because then I look at it normally and I see a woman. I mean, there's a baby under her, but it's like you're really just being held and nurtured through this whole experience. And all that you need to do is ask yourself, yeah, release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, change. Is ask yourself, okay, how can I pursue my joy? How can I pursue my creativity? And put that first above all. And just forget the rest. Anything that doesn't bring you joy or doesn't make you feel good isn't aligned for you, Projector. And that's your message for May. I'll see you in the next video. Much love.